We're in the midst of earnings season, and this is the busiest week of them all. A third of S&P 500 companies set to report, including Facebook, Amazon, and Alphabet, which reports after the bell today. We're watching to see what companies are saying, of course, about trade, what they're saying about taxes, and what kind of guidance they're giving us. And of course, we're always looking for those red flags. To Shaffer Asset Management President Dan Shaffer and Crossmark Global Investments Victoria Fernandez. Victoria, let me start with you. It's interesting. It's been a real tight tug of war here the last couple of weeks with these earnings, with the market. Obviously, they punish the ones that miss. You get a few winners that are up, but what's the market waiting for right now to really get a cue? Is it just that not enough big names have reported yet?
Well, I think you've got so much uncertainty in the market right now that they're really kind of taking a break. We've had solid earnings numbers come out. Financials did really well. We saw that through Bank of America, Citi, JP Morgan. We had Microsoft report really well. IBM was strong. So we've had some good earnings numbers. The fact that the market is still kind of in a wait-and-see mode, I think, comes from the fact that there is so much uncertainty in regards to trade, to tariffs. So people are going to be watching that guidance, especially as it relates to CapEx. At least that's what we're going to be paying a lot of attention to. We see that as one of the largest tailwinds going forward. And we had Microsoft say they were going to have some good CapEx. Bank of America reported they're going to have $500 million in CapEx going forward. That, I think, is the key because it increases your productivity. It's goods producing jobs, keeps unit labor costs low. So that's going to be a key. They're waiting for that uncertainty to go away and put some money to work.
Dan, Victoria mentioned the financials. They needed to have a big quarter because they've been a big disappointment this year. But they're up big right now. They're leading the market this morning. And maybe we'll get rotation out in some of these big tech names. But what happens if the tech names don't live up to the hype?
Well, the tech names I don't think are going to live up to the hype. And I think the banks are way overpriced based on where the yield curve expectations are going down the road for making profits. I think that the markets are misplaced right now in many different areas, and one of them, I believe strongly, is the banks, considering the 30-year, 10-year, and 2-year yields and where they're placing themselves for the futures. I think it's going to be very difficult for the banks to make a profit. I also think in the banking sector that the housing starts and housing sales have been declining, and that's going to be an issue for the banking industry. I mean, they're basically living off of fees at this point, and I think that's a problem. As far as the technology group is concerned, Charles, I have a big concern. I have a big concern. Microsoft didn't seem like a big enough deal for me. I think Facebook has got some major hurdles on these earnings that are coming out. If they don't meet over 45% or 49% increase in sales, they're going to have a problem. Right. I think Amazon is an illegal company that should be closed down. I mean, we could talk about the cost of goods sold and fulfillments are higher than their sales. I mean, this is going on every quarter on their income sheet. I'm going to be looking closely at that. And as far as Alphabet's concerned, that's as steady as you go. But again, it's not priced right. And by the way, if I said to you I have a company that's 286 times trailing earnings,
I'll say, where can I buy it?
14 times the S&P multiple, would you buy it?
I'll say, where can I buy it? I want to get all the shares I can get. Let me switch gears for a moment, guys, because Charlie Gasparino just reported with us, broke news, that President Trump himself now anticipating that the economy grew 4.8% in the second quarter. Victoria, I think we're all looking forward to a number above 4%, maybe 5%. But what's the significance of it for you, particularly from an investment point of view?
Well, we're looking long term. And so, yes, we're going to have a strong GDP number that comes out this quarter, as everyone anticipates. The question is, what are we going to see going forward? Are we at the peak of the year for GDP? Probably so. We've had PMIs that have peaked, not just here, but globally. We're kind of at the top of the value stocks. So let me jump in here real quick because we
don't have a lot of time, but you hit on something very important. If it is the peak, though, does it mean we have to go down demonstrably or will we have enough growth to get this mark to justify a higher stock market by the end of the year?
We have a lot of tailwinds still going right now. I mean, not only do we have repatriation, we have corporate tax reform. I don't think you've seen all of that flow through at this point in time. We've got a stronger labor market coming in. So we definitely have tailwinds to push us a little bit further along. So, yes, we're going to come down a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be a significant drop.
The same question to you, Dan. Despite all the talk, I got to tell you, I'm pretty impressed with this market. Although I do acknowledge it, I'd like to see this. I'd like to see buying go beyond a handful of tech names. What happens if the GDP number is 4.5%, 5%? For you, in your mind, does that sort of resolve some of the negativity, some of the anxieties that you have right now?
No, actually, it would make it worse, Charles. Based on the formulas that I see, I don't know how they're going to get to 4%, 4.5, or 4.8. I'd like to see the breakdown. But on top of that, if we do get that kind of number, then that means going forward, when we have an adjustment or we have the next quarter, we're going to see a significant decline. And I think it could go negative if we get above 4%. Again, I don't see 2%. I don't see 2.5%. So I'm not sure where they're coming up with these. And there are two revisions that come out after this.
Sure. And of course, well, Friday, it'll be out there, the first version for all of us to see. Victoria, Dan, thank you both very much. Appreciate it.